There's a lot of overlap here. In this section that we're going to talk about today is called Building Natural Supports. It's the second in a series of I don't know how many, probably 8 subcategories under an independent living broad umbrella category. And that independent living will probably be expanded upon multiple times, so we'll have to divide this up as we go. This video is a way to introduce myself, introduce the work, build community, encourage people to join the mailing list to get these PDF and digital documents for free. Anyway, let's talk about this, okay? I'm pretty excited about it. This is called Building Natural Supports. And what we did different in this one that I didn't do in the first one, the grounded living, is we made this a hybrid interactive guided workbook. So I think the direction I want to take this is kind of a self-guided, self-mentoring, self-assessment tools that individuals or families can use in deciphering how to proceed. And it also kind of promotes my work, but this is independent of provider paid services, and I just hope it reaches who it needs to reach. We've got reflection prompts, worksheets, exercises, support mapping, journal space, lots of room and options to flesh out your ideas, goals, interests, strengths, weaknesses, and that's going to be the model for all kinds of topics. But today it's building natural supports. So then I get into what are natural supports, examples, like family, coworkers, friends, and then there's a worksheet. So we look at where your current support levels are, people you feel comfortable with, a place you feel welcomed at. Then we have some check-in boxes. I have at least one safe contact. I already have supports that I overlook. Sometimes I don't ask for help. I avoid asking for help. So we can identify those things. You can identify those for yourself. Whoever's working with you can use that as being like, okay, this is the some of the limitations and areas of weakness or strength that we can focus on moving forward. Then we move into why support matters, what support systems can help with, routines, accountability, motivation, purpose, and then personal check-ins, what helps me feel reconnected, a small wins tracker. This is all really general stuff, but I believe it's effective and I believe that we can build on it. So depending on when you find this video, check out what else we've done. Maybe there's some more specific avenues that we've gone down, and I'll try and label everything and title everything in a way that really meets people where they are, so you can find it. I don't know, it's probably another skill that I need to develop. A lot of that lately. All right, so it goes on to community spaces, places that matter, ideas. We talk about what's working for you now, maybe what you would consider doing in the future. What's a small step that you can do now or this month? More reflection. Then we go on to, as we start identifying people and places, then we start building relationships. We'll get into trust in relationships and what a healthy relationship looks like, and the idea that it takes time, green flags, red flags, warning signs, things that we need to be aware of when we start trusting and interacting with the community and building these natural supports. So we'll just reflect on relationships. We got a little bit of my mentoring principles here. Basically rapport, trust, and influence. And I go into that in more detail. There's actually a couple of videos up, and I'll be doing some PDFs for that as well. So support during stressful times, planning ahead for when things get hard for whatever reason, stress or grief or life changes. And then we start putting together what would be an outline of a support plan. who I can call, why I would need to call them, what to expect, emergency checklist, and then I've got this support map. It's like a visual support map. Pretty simple stuff here. But I'd like to do more of these diagrams, I think. I don't know what's really going to connect or not connect. And I don't know, we'll see. So the idea is to build up kind of deeper responses as we go, and deeper considerations and awareness. Again, this is pretty basic, so I'll work on prompts and motivational prompts, not necessarily like warm fuzzies, but intriguing and engaging. And moving forward, we're talking about routines and future exploration and ways that you can help somebody else. All of these that I just went over can go on, and in my work they often do, but there are some universal truths that I will always come back to. So the content of these videos may overlap quite a bit, but we will take it in the direction that it needs to go into and kind of bring it back home, so to speak, to personal ownership and understanding. And there's just certain ways that kind of work best for doing that. So we'll just try to use these examples in the most specific and varied ways that we can consider as a group, and then also just my experience as being a provider and a agency for 30 years, 27 years. Been in the business for 30 years. I'll tell that story too, or it is told someplace in here. All right, that's it. Thanks everybody. Appreciate your time. Peace.